Hello, everyone. You are welcome to this enlightenment series again. In my last video, I told you how you can start forming investment habit with as low as 5K. A lot of you watched the video, and I'm happy with the incredible responses I got across my platform in Facebook, LinkedIn, even YouTube. So before you actually start the investment proper, because by now I guided you on my last video up to the point of funding your wallet, that is transferring money into the investment app. On our last video we use Afrinvest as the app that we use, which I said the one I use, and I recommended the app for you. So today, just 5 things that you must know, so that when things are not going probably the way you wanted it, you will not be panic, and you are not going to rise your temperature unnecessary. So it's very important that these 5 critical things, I pour your attention to them, so that you can be ready and take this investment journey proper. Number one, I want you to understand that investment, this journey you just started, first of all, I say congratulations for you to take that decision. But number one, you have to understand that investment is not a quick rich scheme. You can't invest 5K today and you'll be expecting 50K tomorrow. That is gambling mindset. It is generally different from investment. So picture investment as someone planting a mango tree today, planting a seed, that seed of a mango. So that mango tree is going to generate fruit for you, but you know it's not instant. Some take 2 years or 5 years. So picture your investment like that. That 5K you are putting inside, don't start expecting tomorrow you will go and open the app and see how much the money has turned into. Next tomorrow you go and open the app to check how much the money has turned to. No. So look at it as a seed, as a mango seed that you are sowing, that before you will be able to enjoy any fruit from that mango tree, it's going to take you 2 years, 5 years, or even 10 years. You are not in the journey of gambling. We are forming investment habit, and this number one must be clear, which is it is not a quick rich scheme. Number two, you have to understand what volatility is. That's what we call market volatility. In the last video, I used MTN and Dangote as an example, that you should go and buy their shares. And I also told you that aside buying shares, you can also buy bond, which is borrowing your money to an organization. Then in return, they will pay you back an interest. But the video we made last was on investing in stock, which is buying shares of companies. So if you are buying a share, you need to understand what we mean by market volatility. Market volatility is that sometime it will go up, sometime it will come down. And when it comes down, the 5K you have there, you might go back and see that your money, everything you have, total portfolio, now dropped to 4,005. So you don't have to panic, because you are not in a journey of putting today and removing tomorrow. So you are building a habit over time. So volatility happens. Sometimes these companies that you hold their shares, sometimes they make profits, and when they make profit, their share goes up, while sometimes when they don't make profit, their shares come down. So you need to understand what volatility is, so that when you see your money is going up and down, you don't become panic, hypertension doesn't start coming to disturb you. So you need to know that your money can go up, your money can come down. That is what we call market volatility. And volatility, when your money come down, as I said, don't panic to sell. It may still go up. So know this, it can go up, it can come down. When it come down, don't panic and sell. Your journey is someone planting a mango tree. You are not in a sharp quick business. So don't panic to sell, hold on to it. The third one is understanding the power of consistency. Consistency is keeping on doing one thing over time. You have made your first 5K investment, and I said congratulations for that. But are you going to stop and keep all your hope in that 5K, particular 5K, that one is what is going to make you rich? No. You develop consistency by making a commitment to yourself that probably every month I'm going to add 5K to what I already have in my portfolio, which is the app that you already installed and you have funded it. So if you are adding 5K to your portfolio every month across 2 years, 3 years, the accumulation, because as we said, you are buying shares of a company and the shares has a tendency of going up. Then when you keep on putting 5,000 every month over 2 years, it can accumulate to a reasonable amount of money that you can use to do something tangible or even invest in real assets like real estate. So you can use this habit, this compounding habit, because when you make it as a point of duty that every month end I will put 5,000 in this my investment app, and not only putting it, you use it to buy more shares of the company shares you hold, or a new company shares that you understand their business. So when you make this habit for yourself, over time your capital keep on accumulating, and when it accumulates, you are on a journey of building wealth. And also because of that consistency, you have developed and built a habit over time that you now know that no matter what I have to set some money apart for investment. So understand this power of consistency by adding more 5K, depending on what you start with. Remember, 5K is just a basic to make clarification. So depending on the amount of money you start with every month, ensure to add little to what you have there. Here. Number 4 is understand dividend versus capital appreciation. Dividend, as I explained to you, is like rent. You buy house, for example, you rent it to somebody, the person is paying you yearly rentage. It's like some companies also pay yearly dividend. They, out of the shares they make, they pay you the profit on the money you gave them over time. So sometimes, depending on how the magnitude of your money you invested with them, that is also how to determine the dividend you have. That is number of shares you have. So different companies pay dividends. So when you are investing, before you start, you should make this decision. Do you want companies that are paying you dividends, that either yearly, some company pay twice in a year? So you have to know which one pays twice in a year, which one pay once in a year. Is it dividends that you are hoping for, or you are hoping for capital appreciation? I just use real estate to make this example for you, and which I used in our former video, that when you invest for dividend, like now somebody buy property, someone can buy a house, you put that house for Airbnb, where anybody that comes to rent it sleep there every day, 24 hours, they pay you money. Hotel business is like paying dividend. You build a hotel, anytime somebody comes, they pay you. So this is also how some shares perform. Some shares also pay you dividends over time. So if that is what you want, make sure you know this and make that decision from the type of share you are going to buy. Why there are some that appreciate your capital, it means that they are not going to pay you rental income, they are not going to pay you dividends from what they have, but over time, after 2 years or 3 years, depending on your investment plan, your money increase. And I use land as example. So you can buy a land now in an area that is just coming up. You keep the land there. After 2 years, 3 years, you go back and sell the land with a larger amount of money that you bought it. That is also an example of appreciation. In that regard, the land is not paying you uh, daily income, it's not paying you annual income, but it is the time you sell it that you are going to make your profit. That is the difference between how much you put and how much you now sell at the end of the day. And in capital market, that is more in the money market, you either buy shares, or you buy debt, or you buy treasury bills, or you buy commercial papers. So because on these videos we are using both stock, we're using stock as our example, so I limit you to stock. As I said, I'm still going to do video to explain what we mean by buying stock and buying bond and buying commercial papers and buying treasury bills. But in bond is a debt. I said it earlier, it's like a debt, borrow a company money with a fixed amount of interest. So you need to understand these differences, so that at the end of the day you will not feel discouraged or blame something due to you not understanding what you want. You have to choose. Nobody will forcing you. Now you will be the one to decide. Now you go decide at this point, what do you want? Do you want the one that will be paying you dividend, or you want the one that it will not pay dividend but your money keep on going up? Mind you, those ones that are also paying dividend, they serve two purpose. Some of them, your money is still going up while they still pay you dividend. And that is also the advantage of some of this real estate. If you buy a house somewhere and the house is paying you rental income, because real estate appreciate in value as time goes up, the value of the property keep on going up. So you also have shares that serve this purpose. Number 5, now you have to understand the liquidity rule, which is very important, because this is where most people feel disappointed. After the previous video, I now give two key things that you need to know. I talked about completion circle, transaction completion circle. That is how many days it will take if you want to sell your share for your actual money to come back to you. So you need to understand this liquidity circle. The problem most people have in investing in real estate that normally complain to me about is that if they buy a land, for example, whenever they are looking for somebody to buy, or they need urgent money, it normally takes them time to see who is going to buy it. So you need to understand liquidity is how fast your money will come back to you if you need it urgently. So you need to understand that if you need money on Monday, you don't sell your share Monday, because the market complete transaction completion is within 2 working days. So it means that if you need if you sell your stock on Monday, you probably expect your money Wednesday or Thursday. So you cannot need emergency money that day and you expect your money to come that day. That's why before you invest, you don't use the money you need sharp sharp, your emergency money, you don't keep them in investment. Any money that you need, you know that when you need them, somebody got sick, you just anything emergency that you just need that money that very day you want it, you don't keep it in investment, you keep them in your savings as your backup account, so that when you need the money you have them. So you need to understand this liquidity, that if you sell a stock on Monday, you expect the money either Wednesday or Thursday, so that you will not be depressed for no reason. Then with this explanation now, you need to understand that the money you need for food, the money you need for survival, you don't keep them in investment. The ones you need for feeding, the one that will cater for your immediate need, you keep them in your savings account. So in conclusion, investment is 10% math and 90 percentage temperament. So you need to know your temperament, 90% temperament, so that you don't get panic unnecessarily. So I have explained the 5 things you need to know before you press that button, invest. So among these 5 things I said, which of them surprise you most, and which of them shock you, and which of them you already know? Let me know in the comment section. This enlightenment series is for you. I'll be looking forward to hear from you on the comment section to know what we need to talk about in our next enlightenment section. Don't forget to share this video with your loved ones so that they can build this habit with you. Until our next video, we are ending it now. Cheers.